Nearly 200 years have passed since the end of the devastating religious war. The empire fell, and its former provinces eventually became barbarian kingdoms. Can your dynasty unite the kingdoms? From this moment on, history is written by you.
City building, kingdom building, RIMWORLD, but medieval. Hello again there, friends and fans. Raptor here, and welcome to our first look at the early access version of Norland. Coming out today right now on Steam, and a game that's been highly anticipated, long awaited by many, as of course it's published by the wonderful Hooded Horse. Pretty much everything they've been making this whole year, and just before, has been an absolute banger. Things like Against the Storm, Manor Lords, and a few new ones that they've just announced coming down the line. Welcome aboard, and good to see you all here. Yes, indeed, this game is very similar to RIMWORLD in many ways, but has a very interesting custom building system that really appeals to me, and the trailers have been looking absolute fire, and I've only seen nothing but good things from people who've played the demo. Well, welcome aboard, and good to see you all here. Thanks again for subscribing to the channel and smashing that like button and becoming members as well. And as usual, if developers send us additional keys for all of you, we'll try to give it away to all of you in the comments section, so don't forget to say hello, and also remember to turn on that notification bell. Alright, well, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and take our first look at this game in early access, and then follow its development until its full release. So thanks again for joining me, and let's get started with Norland. Let's go.
Nearly 200 years have passed since the end of the devastating religious war. The empire fell, and its former provinces eventually became barbarian kingdoms. The church managed to revive hope, and peace and prosperity reigned over the ruins of the former civilization. Over time, the influence of the church only grew. But history is cyclical, and power cannot remain in one's hands for long. Wars between kingdoms flare up, one after another. Hunger and poverty force people to abandon their homes and seek refuge in neighboring settlements. Can your dynasty unite the kingdoms and halt the advance of the Dark Ages? From this moment on, history is written by you.
Ooh, and here we are. Welcome to the Norland. You're in charge of helping a noble family of lords who own a province in Norland achieve prosperity, security, and personal ambitions. Your lords obey your commands, but they also have their own will. Your history is just beginning. Well, first of all, this looks absolutely gorgeous. Reminds me of Darkest Dungeon a little bit more clean and maybe not as dark, but yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And look at all those different buildings. This certainly looks like RIMWORLD, and I'm going to share a secret with you. I've actually never played RIMWORLD before. I know. I played a lot of games that are similar to that, or that have been influenced by that, or obviously share some systems with that, but I think that's something we're going to have to do in the future after a game like this. All right, we're going to zoom in, zoom out. There's a pause button. We can hit the space bar for that. 1, 2, 3 keys to control time and or slow it down. Character needs. Well, you can only directly give orders to your lords. All characters in Norland have thoughts and needs. If these needs are not met, characters will become unhappy and will start causing problems. Select the Lord by clicking their portrait. Click on the Mood tab in the character menu to see their thoughts and needs. Oh, hello. Radover. Oh, good. We can rename everybody. Easy peasy. We can see inventory, mood, loyalty, knowledge, state, and desires. Very nice. Looks like there's a skill tree, but let's check out those moods. Food and alcohol. The most basic of needs are food and rest, which are replenished by consuming food and alcohol. Wait, food and rest, food and alcohol. Do they need to drink before they go to bed? You have a stock of provisions for the time being, but it's necessary to ensure reliable food and alcohol production so your characters don't go hungry. To do this, let's learn how to construct and manage buildings, starting with managing builders. All right, let's do that. Oh, now we get to build stuff. Building management. In Norland, you can only control the noble family, so you'll need to assign a manager to oversee the workers in the buildings. The instructions given by the managing lord are sufficient for 3 days. On average, one lord can manage 7 to 10 buildings. Let's appoint a manager to the hall where your builders are assigned. That's right there. Select the hall, click the management button in the menu that appears in the bottom left corner, and choose a lord for manager role. Ooh, we got a 10 here, management level of 10. All right, let's go with that. Or this one. All right, wait for the lord to distribute instructions to the workers. All right, while we wait, what are these other buildings? Maybe a chapel here? Maybe some other houses? Oh, we can look inside, yeah, for sure. Oh, there goes the orders. Is that like Simlish? It could be anything. Czech. It's a mix of like Polish and Czech and German. Interesting. So she's just yelling at everybody, telling them to go build. Cool. We have what looks to be a soup kitchen here, or some sort of a kitchen. Looks like a little bakery, maybe some sort of a distillery. Can't see what it is just yet. Is that a statue of Radagast? Not quite. Building construction. Great. The workers are now aware of your plans and are ready to start building. Wood is the primary resource used in construction, so our first priority is to build a lumber mill. Click on the construction menu. Click on resources. Click on lumber mill. Ooh, we can see other things. Rye field, rutabaga field. Wow, rutabaga. I thought I'd never see that. Is rutabaga a turnip? Is that the same thing, or are they different somehow? All right. Building for extracting wood from a nearby forest. It's better to build them far from each other but closer to the trees. One worker can produce 42 wood. Takes 15 wood to build. They want us to smack it right there. Ooh, let's look around the landscape. Okay, honestly, this looks really beautiful. And now it makes me want to play other RimWorld-like games. If you have any other suggestions, by the way, for games that are similar to RimWorld or RimWorld mods that I should get into, let me know. I still have yet to play that one, and I guess it's just because after RimWorld came out, so many other RimWorld-like games came out too. I've been playing those. But this is really cool looking. I love the color palette. It's kind of a cozy, like dark cozy. That works, right? Anyway, let's plop this lumber mill here. Wonderful. Now let's build a rutabaga field to ensure everyone has food. The rye field is best... Wait, it says rutabaga field, but then it says rye field. The rye field is best placed on fertile soil, otherwise it'll yield very little. Seems like they went back and forth on the writing, or they're just mentioning the rutabaga field and the rye field to tell you the differences. Anyway, let's go back to the construction menu. Resources. Rutabaga field. Place the rutabaga field here is what it says. Fertility 100%. Let's see. Click on the right mouse button. Go back to the construction menu. Wait for the construction to be completed. We can speed up with 1, 2, 3. Okay. Well, I'll just wait because I want to look around a little bit at some of the other buildings. I can't click on these yet, but it does look like there are production buildings, service buildings, army buildings. So there are defenses in this game. There is military. There is combat. We also have housing, decor, and roads. Yes, indeed, we have roads. Production, finance, statistics, army management, dynasty management. Oh, our characters possibly can get married, and then we can take over with other kin. Trading, and then the world map, too. And some ruins here. That looks cool. Some old ruins. All right, looks like they're building the lumber mill. We'll go ahead and go speed 2. See what they're building. Oh, that looks cool. Appreciate seeing the building go in one by one. This is, you know, kind of more of a 2D game like Prison Architect or, again, RimWorld, but love this style. It's really one of those things where I've seen a lot of people, well, it's been calming down recently, but essentially graphics bad, game bad. And that, I think, excludes you from so many great games. Again, RimWorld, Prison Architect, Stardew Valley, Factorio, just by saying, you know, graphic bad game, like not 4K, not first person, so thus game bad. It's like, yeah, you're walking away from a lot of genres there, Chief. A lot of genres you're leaving on the table. We see gold over here on the left side, and also holy rings. That's interesting. Shortage can cause negative thought, while abundance can cause a positive one. Something to do with the church there. We have rye, rutabaga, flour, moonshine, alcohol is what that will be, medical salve. We have building materials, wood and iron, paper, axes, and heavy armor. So we've already got some stuff to do combat. Matriarch's relationship. As long as the church considers your city too small to send a bishop, the matriarch remains unaware of your internal affairs. Oh, the church will start meddling with our stuff. That's interesting. We have crime, warriors, prisoners, and peasants that we can use. All right, assign managers. Since the employees need instructions, don't forget to assign managers to new buildings. Note that the higher the Lord's management skill, the more additional product the building will produce under their management. Oh, that's cool. Okay, I'll click on that and appoint a manager then. This one has a little pointy thingy next to it. But should we go with this guy because he's level 10? Seems like it would make a little bit more sense. Get more stuff. Okay. And wait for instructions to be explained to the workers. Oh, that's really interesting. So when you give an order to your lord then has to walk to each of the construction sites and basically tell them what they need to do. That is the first time I've seen that, and that's actually interesting. That's not just instantaneously telepathic, but that, you know, I mean, how else are you going to tell people? Send an email or text? No, you have to physically walk there. That's really interesting. All right, now we have food production sorted out. It's time for alcohol, brother. More beer, whiskey, tequila, vodka, more beer. All right, it helps to relieve fatigue after a hard day's work. Really? We have already built a brewery for alcohol production. Oh, that was a brewery. Oh, I guess the little thing there gives it away. Although it could have been a tavern, too. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we could have built tables or something outside. Also, I like the pathways. Looks like stone and different types of wood. Interesting. Let's create an order for production of the cheapest type of alcohol, moonshine, which is made from rutabaga. Open the production menu. Okay. So we can place one at a time. Oh, a one-time order. Okay, let's order the support for maintaining a quantity of 100. Oh, yeah. All right, so now we got the whole production chains thing. That's cool. Love that. So we just hit that till now. Wait, can I hit shift and it'll go up by 10? Ah, yes, perfect. All right, now it's necessary to appoint a manager in the brewery, and the peasants will take rutabaga from the warehouse by themselves, and at the end of the working day, they will bring their produced moonshine to the warehouse. I hope they get personal moonshine, too. Let's see. Please note that you already have 50, so to complete the task of producing 100, you'll need additional 50. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Close the production menu and assign a manager. We'll go back to our good old Luke Chavoy. Production boost 200%. Wow. Prices and wages. Once the workers receive instructions, they'll begin their duties. During the day, they work in the during the day they work, and in the evening they tend to their own needs, receiving a wage which they use to buy food and alcohol from your markets and taverns. Ideally, each character will consume 1 unit of food and 1 unit of alcohol per day. Characters will try to produce higher quality goods wherever possible, and lords will receive food and alcohol for free, delivered to the hall by the servants who take it from the warehouse. The finance menu. Oh boy, now we're into money management, y'all. Let's get into Bitcoin before it becomes big. Imagine getting into Bitcoin in 1300. Whoo! You'd be the richest person in the galaxy. On the right, under the daily expenses heading, you could see the daily wages. On the left, you could see the prices and quantity of each resource that can be sold to the peasants every morning. Peasants first try to buy food and then the remaining money on alcohol if they can afford it. By regulating prices and resource availability, you can influence their consumption of these resources, which affects their mood and financial savings displayed on the right. Currently, workers' wages are 8 gold coins. The price of rutabaga is 4. The price of moonshine is 7. It's not enough for peasants to buy both rutabaga and moonshine, so they'll have to save several days to go to the tavern. Let's reduce the price of moonshine to 4 so the workers can buy it every day with their wages. This is going to make them happier. All right. The wages are at 8. Oh, and there's different wages between different types, too. We have unemployed wages for peasants and warriors. Cool. The rutabaga is 4. Moonshine is now 4 as well. Very nice. All right, peasants' mood. By satisfying the needs of the peasants, you can increase their average mood, which affects migration. Oh, that's cool. A high average mood attracts new workers to the city. Conversely, unhappy peasants will leave and become criminals. Whoa. Let's find out what concerns them the most. All right. At the bottom, the strongest negative thoughts of a peasant are written along with a number of characters that share them. We can see here that they're displeased by the favorless rutabaga and unappetizing moonshine. What? Come on, that's the best. Rutabaga and moonshine? Come on, it's like you're living on cloud 9. We could resolve this by producing higher quality products, but we can't do that without specialized knowledge contained in books. But where can we get them? Ah, here comes the Holy Caravan. Oh, boy. Blessed be. They sell books and give us much-needed gold for other resources. Yeah, so they're not happy about rutabaga and moonshine. And it's repulsive, apparently. That's great. Where's that little caravan? Oh, there's just a person there. I see. We can see the trader on the top. Gold circulates through the economy of Norland in 3 ways. The pockets of peasant migrants, trade with neighbors, and the Holy Caravan. Holy Caravan arrives in the evening every 1 to 3 days and is the main source of gold. Holy rings, a luxury appreciated by lords that serves as a currency of their class, books, and prisoners. Oh, so the holy rings were actually a currency for them. Interesting. Wait until the caravan arrives at its destination. Click on the caravan leader and select the lord to trade with him. Note that the higher the lord's trade skill, the more profitable the trade will be. Caravan leaves the city at midnight, so ensure you complete all your business before then. You can speed up with 1, 2, 3. Oh. Wow, the Holy Caravan. I was expecting to see a little wagon, but it's actually just like a whole, like a swarm. Okay. Yeah, so we can trade with Tanya here. Caravaneer. Crimson Empire. Ooh. All right, let's trade. Ah, yes, and we'll have our leader do that. That's cool that a bunch of people will come. It would be more interesting, though, I think, to see like a wagon and then maybe like a few people, and even more interestingly, guards to protect that convoy. That'd be cool. The church supports the natural balance of supply and demand, so if you start selling too much of one product, the sale price will decrease. But for now, we shouldn't worry about this. Sell 30 units of moonshine you produced, buy the book Hop, Field, and Beer, and close the trade menu. Okay. We need to sell 30. Oh. Go ahead and click then. I'm selling 31, but I can't reduce it. Is there a way to right-click? Oh. Whatever, that's fine. All right, let's buy the book, Hop, Field, and Beer. Yeah, I think that's disabled for the tutorial, but whatever. It's fine. Okay. Now that we have a book on how to grow hops and produce beer, you can study it in the library through the knowledge menu. Well, that might be this building here. Books can be written in different languages, but most are written in the imperial language. Oh, we'll have to have scholars that are knowledgeable in different languages. Interesting. Now that we have a book on how to grow hops and produce beer, you can study it in the library through the knowledge menu. Books can be... Oh, they already told me all that. Let's learn. Oh, we can also rewrite a book. Well, let's have Dobrinka do it. If at least one lord has read a book, the abilities and effects it enables becomes available to all. However, when the lord dies, all benefits and the knowledge will be lost. Oh, what? Okay, that's interesting because you'd think they'd be able to tell that knowledge to others and then they'd just be able to pass it on word of mouth. But I guess they have to refer to the manual for new knowledge every so often, especially for their for a dynasty. Makes sense, right? You'd have your little newly born prince or lord or whomever study books and whatnot. Interesting. Dobrinka's mad. She has no rings. Uh-oh. And torturous desire, -160. Wow. Besides managing buildings, your lords can also carry out their tasks, other tasks. However, they'll refuse to do any tasks if they're unhappy. Seems that one of them is already unhappy now. This is indicated by the red background in their portrait. Oh. Let's see what happened. Select the unhappy lord, clicking on their portrait on the top of the map. Yep. The Lord's characters menu, you can see their main status indicators such as mood and loyalty, inventory, and traits. You can hover over any icon and indicator to learn more details. I think it's the whole ring thing. Yeah. If a Lord's mood is low, they become depressed, refuse to carry out orders, and experience quickly decreasing loyalty. If loyalty falls below 25, the Lord may leave your noble family or start a rebellion. Now to find out why the Lord is unhappy, let's move to the Needs tab. What torturous desire. Weird. Now let's return to the main tab to fulfill this wish and thereby improve the Lord's mood. Oh, so we got to start torturing people? Sweet. Just feeling a little bored, so let's do some torture, guys. Come on. Wow. If you hover your mouse over the desire icon, you'll see that the Lord dreamt of holy rings. Oh, dreams of holy rings. Oh. Weird. Anyway. It's in the upper left corner. That's how many are in the inventory. Okay. So we're probably going to have to buy some more from the traders. Let's share the holy rings with the Lord by rewarding them. In addition to satisfying the current desire, this action will increase the Lord's loyalty. Okay. Click on the action button. Well, there's punish, educate, and social. Ooh. All right, let's go to reward. Great. Once your king finds the time, he'll reward the Lord you have chosen. However, you can make him complete his task immediately. Click on the king. Click on reward. And wait for the king to reward the unhappy lord. Oh, this is our king. Okay. We have a king. Does this say what they are? Dobrinka is his spouse, so this must be the prince, I think. Oh, music, finally. Oh, there they go. Giving her some rings. There it goes. Holy rings like the ones bestowed upon the Lord cannot be produced. They can only be purchased from the holy caravan with gold, and since selling large volumes of goods lowers prices, with the caravan, sometimes it makes sense to trade with neighbors where prices remain more stable. To enter the trade contract, you must either be in the same state as your neighbor or have friendly relations with them. There are many ways to establish friendship with a neighboring king. Give them a gift, send your lord on a mission, or simply send your king to hunt together with him. We can go on a hunt? Oh, let's go to the world map. Oh. That's really cool. Oh, wow. Look at that castle. Damn, it's like a Final Fantasy world map. Wonder if this is always the same. Looks like there's some desert to the west. But mostly some really nice green lands. Alright, let's improve the neighboring king's attitude towards you. We can then set up a trade deal with them. Click here, click the action button. Lords. King Ira. Let's go flesh wolf hunting. Their attitude towards each other will improve. The character will have strong, positive, and long-lasting thought. After the hunt, though, will be definitely a deep conversation, though not necessarily a good one. There's a risk of injury. Okay, Radover will go there. Alright, that's cool. It's actually really cool that we can go to their kingdom or go and leave our kingdom rather than inviting them over. That's what I was expecting. Wait until the kings have hunted. Click on their portrait to follow them. Oh, he's leaving. Oh, he's telling the wife, hey, sweetie, I'm going to go hunting with the local other guy, the other king or whatever, lord. Babe, come on. Honey, why are you always like this? I got to go. I love you. That was basically the conversation that happened. I think she's just still mad about the rings thing. You think she'd be immediately happy, but maybe it takes a little while. No, she's cool. Mood 100. She's just having a day. Bae's hungry, you know. Oh, you can also see their ages. Radover is 40. She's 23. And the son is 38. The hell? Okay, that must be like a nephew or something then. It's hard to see what the relationship is. I'm not sure what it is yet. So, I'm being neglected. Dobrinka -4. Mild fatigue, few rings. I'm not sure what they want the rings for. Like, they don't spend with them or anything, so I don't know. Ah, there you go. There's the milestone marker where the king will come and go from the lands. You'd think he would have to leave with some protection, especially if he is, quote, king. Or at least that's the kingly duties. I don't know. I'd imagine that one big kingdom to the north is really where the king is. We're really managing lords, but, you know, whenever I say king, I guess I just mean the head of the dynasty. Excellent. Kings had a great time together, and the neighboring king considers you a friend. Relationship above 25 is perfect time to talk business. Oh, good. Back to the world menu. Click on this town, and let's do some business. Assign. Trade. Oh, the city will buy moonshine. And they sell hop. We might be able to process that into booze then. Or beer, rather than crappy moonshine. Alright, assign your lord to finalize the deal. We did. So he's there chatting with them now. Now that's interesting. This is a main city of Treewood, but then there's Castleford and Eastwatch. And they look to be just small little towns. Oh, this is cool. Oh, we got the whole signed document, too. Rather, my friend, for me it's a great honor to engage in a trade agreement with you. Trade, above all, serves as a assurance of peace between our kingdoms. Signed by my own hand, King Ira. Ira and you have entered into a trade agreement. Relationship with Ira have improved by 10. The city budget of a partner will increase, and the population of their city will grow by 1 inhabitant after each transaction. Oh, that's cool. Neighboring towns will grow. And it's all based on trade. That means we can mess with them too, probably, oppositely, and maybe possibly invade them. As part of the trade agreement, Ira will offer to buy 16 moonshine for 60 gold on a daily basis, which amounts to 4 per item. Okay, very nice. Oh, look at that. Ah, the holy moonshine. While the deal is active every morning at 11 a.m., a button to sell moonshine will appear in the trade menu. The price negotiated by your lord will be honored, even as prices fluctuate on the main marketplace. Open the trade menu. Sell moonshine. Close the tab. We have to do a manual deal? That's interesting. For the trade to take place, available peasant from your city will be dispatched to the target city, and the distance between your kingdoms... Oh. That somehow closed itself. But I could only imagine that, yeah, so the further the kingdom away is, the longer it'll take for things to come back and forth. Uh-oh, bandit attack. Here we go. We got some combat finally. Oh, Holy Sophia. Bandits have stealthily approached our settlement. We must fight back. Fortunately, we have some time before they launch their attack. Open the army menu. The army menu allows you to create combat squads, but first you need to hire warriors. Click the add button. We have a few warriors, but would like to increase our chances. You can add warriors by freeing prisoners, or inviting unfortunate peasants, or hiring mercenaries. Newly hired peasants and prisoners will be consumed by the fear of death and will run away at the first sign of danger, while mercenaries usually need 1 or 2 days to reach the settlement. Great. There's some drawback to that for sure. Fortunately, there is a group of mercenaries near the city ready to be hired right now, and there's some weaponry in the warehouse, so let's increase your army. Note that you must pay the church a daily tax for your warriors, the amount of which depends on their skill. Let's hire several mercenaries. I'm just going to hire whoever. There we go. Creating a squad. Every unit should be led by a lord. The higher their command skill, the higher the unit's morale will be. Oh, that's great. So we got skills for trading, skills for combat. That's interesting. To lower the chance of the soldiers fleeing when taking damage, you can also select the warriors who will form the squad and the equipment they will be armed with. Distribution of weapons among your squad members will be automatic, with your more skilled warriors receiving higher quality equipment. Click on the squad creation button. Select your commanding lord. Move the second lord into the squad as well. Wait, what? Oh, this is the army up here. Oh, I see. Commander, warriors, so like our reserves, and then that's the whole breakdown. Okay. Now it's time to equip them. So we'll give them a bunch of axes. So there's 6 of them. Even the Lord is going to fight? Okay. No armor, though. Well, this is how they want us to do it. Now, wait for your new warriors to pick up their weapons from the warehouse. Use the space bar to start and stop time. Oh, it's talking to the wife again. Oh, damn. Never mind. They're not messing around. Look at that. They're all grabbing their weapons. Squad is under direct control and can be managed with right mouse button. You can find its menu in the lower left corner. Time to attack. When the squad is selected, click the right mouse button on the squad's banner to engage in combat and wait for the battle results. You can also send the squad to any location on the map by clicking the right mouse button on the ground. Okay. So we shall command the squad. Oh boy, here they go. I want to see this in slow motion. We got 7 troops in the squad? Oh boy. Multiple bandits. Oh, there goes a hand. Somebody lost an entire hand. Yeah, that guy looks like he's our prisoner now. The bandit squad has been defeated and their leader is vanquished. Your warriors will capture and take as hostages those who survived, and the peasants will bring them to the settlement later. Good time to launch a counterattack on their camp. What? We're going to go and attack them now? Now it's time to deal with the bandits. Click on the bandit settlements, a menu that will open on the lower left corner. Select attack. Oh, I see. Click on that. Then assign people to attack. Or we could bribe them. Alright, let's send the army. So can we actually see them leave? Well, we can also see what everyone else is trading. That's cool. That guy's supposed to be a prisoner now. Wonder what we're supposed to do with the bodies. Oh, there they go. There goes the army, marching off then. Good looking group. We didn't take any losses. And nobody seems to be bleeding or wounded, so that's good. Luchavoy's going out. So they're going to go to the map edge. It's almost nighttime now. Now they're in the world map. Oh, we can see people going along the roads too, like in Bannerlords. There's the camp. Perfect. Your party has reached the bandit camp and is preparing to launch an attack. Click the battle icon. Here you can see your own and the enemy squad, as well as the approximate balance of power. You can retreat from the battle if it seems unwinnable, play out the battle automatically, or personally command the squad in combat. Oh, there is a auto win mode, and then also, yeah, auto battle, battle on the map, or retreat. Let's battle it out. All right, so now it's like a total war or something. Okay, when you initiate attack, your squad is positioned on the left while the enemy's on the right. Click on your squad's banner to control them. Use the right click to move the selected squad to attack the enemy squad. And let's do it. Wait for the results. Well, this is still kind of like an auto battler, to be fair. Because I can't really individually command the troops, but there is definitely a way to get multiple armies. So we could have an army of peasants, mercenaries, and then like maybe there'll be allies to join us or something. Like if we're allied with somebody and we're on a campaign, maybe they'll spawn there too. All right, let's watch the combat. This is actually pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, wow, it's over really quick. They just got little daggers, it looks like. Or short swords. Seven dudes aren't surrounding him and attacking from all angles. Oh, he was surrendering. They should have captured him. Victory! Alright, none of our troops died. Actually, here it says deployed 3, 0 dead. Well, we captured all 3 of them. Oh. Didn't look like they were captured when they fell down and were all bloody, but okay. Camp of the Forest Bandits. Camp was destroyed. Relationship with neighbors +5. Oh, that could also help you out that way. And matriarch towards your king +12. Loot 75 and 3. That's our prisoners. Okay. Back to town. During the game, you can always seek assistance by opening the help menu. Sometimes hints related to your current situation will appear here. You can disable this in the settings menu. After a few seconds of the hint being displayed, it becomes frozen in place, and you can hover over the highlighted words to receive additional hints. This is something that's really good if it works the way I think it does. You've completed the basic training. You can now continue the current game on easy difficulty level, or through the main menu, you can start a new game by creating your noble family and customizing the political map. Oh, and customizing difficulty to your liking. No way! So we can actually change the map however we want. So if we want to be in the middle of everything and have everyone around us be like absolute murdering thieves, and eventually we have to like, you know, take them out because they're like not trustworthy. That's a way to do that. Let's listen to the music and play a bit. And here's what I was talking about where I think this is really cool. So long as it does it the way I think it does. Yeah! So this is where a menu will pop open, and then another menu, and then another menu. You just hover over things over and over again. Love that. I think many of these games need this, where you're just kind of in menus, but yet they're little like glossary type things. I think Manor Lords needs this too. It does have its own version of this, but I think it's still being worked on, but still a lot of helpful information would be obviously helpful. What's going on here? That must be... We're like burning skulls? Is that from the enemies from before? Oh, well, somebody's sleeping outside. Let's see what we can build. So the tutorial is over. Well, let's take a little gander at what we can build. So we do have the rye field, hop field. So there's more stuff we can unlock by getting those books. So a lot more things will unlock. We do have a mine there. And we got a mill and a brewery. We'll need that mill for making bread, probably, from getting wheat seeds soon. A hall, which we probably have to build at the very beginning. The tutorial provides that automatically. And that's a nice house there. Looks like a little kitchen. Cleaning, like a little laundry bucket or whatever there. Cool. Oh, we have a drug den. That's nice. Here, nectar is sold. Selling parameters can be adjusted in the finance menu. A drug den? Nectar is sold? Is that really a drug? Is that a good drug or a bad drug? Like, this could be like a apothecary. Like, this could be a pharmacist. It could be a good thing, maybe. We do have a tavern, too, where the peasants can relax after work. Well, we can go ahead and build that, because we do have a little bit of a... You know, we got moonshine being made, and maybe we could sell that and then eventually get on hops. Market, which we have here, which looks really cool. Pumpkins, tomatoes, bread. It's, you know, fictional. There's probably tomatoes. Who knows? They could put anything in here. There's the altar. Praying at the altar replenishes 10 units of piety. We have a warehouse, too, and there was the library. Yeah, that is a nice-looking building. I like that. We have army units, so we have a barracks and then night patrol, day patrol. Oh, we actually have to send out patrols. We could get raided day and night, so we have to have a day-night watch. That's cool. That's something I have not seen before. Usually it's just like, you know, people will be a farmer during the day, and then the alarm will sound. You tell them to go to war, they'll run home, grab weapons, and then go fight. That's cool that there's actually patrols. Where was our other building options? We do have housing, so we have the dormitory. That's what the peasants are in. Then there's the lord homes, and then the prison ward. So the lords sleep here. I absolutely love everything about this art style. This is just gorgeous. I love that. We have decor, so lighting. I wonder if it actually takes a place that there. Oh, it's free to build. Okay, that's kind of cool. I think it's free. I see a negative 40 here on the right side, but that's just probably our actual balance. We have we have things for intimidation. We have bones. I wonder if these actually provide a... it does not affect the game, but serves as a visual delight. Okay. So these are things for intimidation, like in Stronghold with the, I don't know, there was like the chopping block and the, there you go, the gibbet and the, like a hangman's noose or whatever, the gallows. But that actually affected their happiness or productivity that way. Roads. All right, we can build things out of bright stone, bright wood, dark wood. Okay. And is that... Well, that actually is a cost, but it increases movement speed by 30. So roads, very important then, between all your buildings, if you can build them. Very cool. And there's got to be so much more to unlock. So then we got to buy more books, study them at the library, and then we can build more production buildings. So clearly food is our first and foremost task here. We can build a mill then. Actually, I should probably put that down here in the city. Now, what is this thing? There's a statue here, but I can't click on that. Could be a decoration of some sort. And then what about food? We do have rye. So rye would be good. We could make bread from the mill, perhaps. Check fertility. 40%. Looks like it's pointing to where perhaps the highest fertility is. Ah, it is, yes. That's very far away. Let's see where the closest field may be. Oh, right up here with the rutabaga. Okay. So we're at 100% fertility here. Let's go with a 96. And then maybe I could put another field here. Yeah, there you go. We could squeeze another field in later. That'll double the production. Cool. And then the peasants will be told to go and build that. We can also do priority there. That's nice. Then there's a way to turn off a building, or I'm assuming destroy. Cancel construction. Okay. Very nice. The game looks pleasant. That's really cool. I thought this would be a lot more complicated than it is, and it seems more palatable. Like I could understand this. So I think that's a really good thing. I was kind of intimidated by a game like this, but honestly, this seems like a hell of a lot of fun. And I hope eventually under Army we could build like towers and walls, gates, maybe a stronghold or a castle. And it would also be cool to get buildings that run on the water. So some sort of like a mill that we could put on the water eventually, or a windmill, either harnessing the power of water or wind for the harvest, you know, as in creating flour would be quite a good thing. So then here at the brewer we can finally change that recipe to hops. So let's get that down. We'll make ale out of that? Some sort of alcohol. Actually, we'll put the fertility there. So we got rutabaga at least. Looks like they overlapped a little bit. Or maybe just the construction zone is a little bigger than the actual footprint of the building. Maybe. Regardless, pretty damn cool, honestly. And I like it. A huge amount of potential here in Norland, and this again is a game that many people have been highly anticipating. The trailer makes it look more complex than what we saw here today, but obviously in a game like this where it's just in early access and you know, more things are going to be added, and of course you have to play more to unlock them. Guys, the limit, baby. All right, well, thank you everybody for subscribing to the channel. Thanks for leaving a like, and thanks for all your comments down below. Norland out now on Steam in early access as of today. And hopefully we get a good roadmap that leads to an awesome release. Thanks again for dropping by, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody. Take care.